All right, welcome into another video. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscription button. It helps me out so much. So I'm going to be talking about Rogal Dorn a bit today. So I've been listening to the audio novels for the Primarch series. I'm going to be doing full breakdowns and lore videos for all of those books. But I am listening to the Conrad Kurz book right now, which is amazing. And if you get the chance, you 100% should listen to the audio novel versus reading the book, because it's so good. So in the book, there's an offhanded comment, which I feel as though could be expanded upon. And listening to these books, like, I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable about the lore, but I did not know these things. So in that book, they talk about Rogal Dorn. So Rogal Dorn, there's kind of like allusions to maybe he's not dead, like they didn't have his body, so you don't know for sure if he's dead or not. And this is really interesting. So I'm on to the Lexicanum, the wiki page. And so on here, it's got Rogal Dorn is missing and presumed dead after attacking a Chaos fleet with vastly outnumbered force. Seeing the importance of attacking the enemy fleet while still preparing, he relied on hit and run attacks until his reinforcements could arrive. Dorn went missing on board the despoiler-class battleship Sword of Sacrilege after leading a desperate attack on its bridge. Only his hand was recovered, which is kept in stasis by his chapter. So the current status of Rogal Dorn, because I've seen some other videos of people like talking about what if Dorn comes back too, but in the Conrad Kurz book, and I don't really consider this a spoiler for the book, he's like having a chat and he talks about his vision of he saw Sanguinius die, he saw Ferrus Manus die, and he saw Rogal Dorn die. He said he was ripped to shreds. That is the quote that is used in the book. So, and then the current status on here is, despite being considered dead by the Imperium at large, Dorn's status remains unclear. During the War of the Beast, the rediscovered Primarch Vulcan stated to Courland that he would speak well of the Imperial fists to Rogal Dorn. According to Conrad Kurz, however, Dorn is dead and was torn to pieces by the enemy. This fate is foreseen by the Night Hunter when the two brothers met on Nostromo, and it's confirmed many years later when Kurz reflects on his past while waiting to be executed by M. Shen. So, again, as I'm learning new stuff about the Primarchs, it's so cool to me where I'm like, oh, wow, okay, because in the back of my head, I've been like, well, they found his hand, but he could still be alive. But this makes it so he is 100% dead, because Conrad Kurz's visions were 100% accurate. He saw the future as it would play out. So it's really cool to me that they kind of throw this in. And even this one-handed off line that's in this book, I'm like, okay, well, Dorn is 100% dead. And as for the Sword of Sacrilege, so I think it's really interesting when they talk about him like dying on this ship and then the ship escaping. So the information for the ship that I've looked into is just this, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's got the Sword of Sacrilege was eventually devoted to Zeech and became the base of a cabal of powerful sorcerers. Alongside its involvement in Dorn's disappearance, this made it a prime target of the Inquisition. So I think it would be cool if they did a storyline currently, like in current 40k, where they had Gilliman tracks down this ship and gets aboard it to try to find out if Dorn's alive or not. And then he finds, you know, the other fist or something. He finds his other arm or something, and they're just like, oh God. But I think that they should do something with this. This is kind of just left open like this, and it would be a cool tie-in to with Gilliman in the storyline now. But it's really funny reading the Kurz book, where it's just I absolutely love Conrad Kurz. Again, I've got a Night Lords army that I've started to paint, and I absolutely love the Night Lords. But I love that even in his offhanded comments, the tidbits that he leaves are so cool. Like in a lot of the other Primarch books, he'll be talking to Sanguinius or to Gilliman and just seem like he's rambling, but then someone picks up on a random thing that he said, and they're like, oh no, we can figure out this was a clue on how to solve, you know, where this person is or if they're alive or not, because they realize that the Emperor is still alive from what Conrad says, because they know that his foresight is 100% accurate, and he accidentally kind of reveals that the Emperor is still alive. Let me know in the comments if you like this video. What are your thoughts on Rogal Dorn? Do you want him to come back? Are you hoping that the Night Haunter was wrong? I'll see everybody soon in some more videos.